with this board. Addressed it briefly last week, but Chip's going to give you a sort of rundown. He's got packets and everything. So, like I said, MTA is just a treasure to have here, second largest in the world, correct? So that's awesome to have it right here. So, without further ado, I'm going to introduce Chip Stanford. Thanks, Chip. Also, Chip showed up in favorite photos. So, John, Chip, and I have.
I won't go through a lot of my background since I was here, a few weeks ago. Seems like. We'll say a couple of things. Since that time, we did. I mentioned at that time we were going to have our Christmas Classic, which was a benefit shoot that we did for Kids Harbor. It was a huge success, and honestly, that was a test drive for me to see how this program would work, because we handled every aspect of that shoot. David and Michelle, they came in and made chili and sold it. That was the only thing that was hard to make them take. So all of the score sheets, in fact, in that package, I put off one of the score sheets that we made for them to show what that looks like. But my idea was to come up with a program where if a group like yourself or a corporate group or whoever wants to, churches want to come in and have a shoot, we will take care of every part of that. And we charge per head. There's no upfront fees, there's no deposits, there's no anything. So at the end of the day, however many people you have show up, we're going to charge you per person. That way you know exactly what's going to cost you. And there's no chance of losing any money. Unless of course nobody shows up and it's not making it. Still not losing. So we did that for the Kids Harbor. We call it a Christmas Classic. It's the first time we ever did it. It was a huge success. We had 76 shooters show up, which I thought was amazing. I was hoping for 50. We had a very big silent auction. A lot of people donated to that. A lot of our shooters brought in stuff. And it wasn't just gun shooting related. We had baskets that were hot chocolate and things like that. We had a wood chipper donated. We had baseball cards and silver coins, and of course we had shells and gun items too. But at the end of the day, after we did this, like I said, we had last week at our leads meeting, I gave David a check for $3,700 for one day. So that was, I thought that was a big success, and it actually went pretty smoothly. We didn't have any major wrinkles. Everything went nice. So based on that, this will work. And since then, I've talked to several, organizations about fundraisers that they're going to be doing at our facility. Jerry, of course, is very excited about your power for fundraiser. And I'm here today to answer any questions you might have. I'm assuming you all get together and figure out what you want to do with this, as far as what you're going to charge and what you hope to make. And there's several different, possibilities. A lot of the people that are doing it right now are doing targets only. That's the cheapest way to go. The person who shows up to buy their own shells, if they want a cart, they rent a cart, or they can bring their side by side or their own golf cart if they want to. We don't care. We don't care if you do that as long. The only thing we ask is that you provide people with insurance, that you have insurance on your cart. But we have a lot of shooters do that anyway. If you want to buy shells from us, that's great, but you don't have to. You can bring your own shells. We don't care. If you don't even have a shotgun, we have your shotguns that we can provide for you also. So we try to make it as easy as we possibly can. And there again, what you need to decide as well is how you want to approach us, what you want to provide shooters, and how much you hope to make out of this. I would strongly urge you to get together a silent auction, because those are great. Or a live auction. You want like I said, for ours, we're trying some things and everything seemed to work really well. But if you have some questions or anything, let me know. One thing that Jerry is putting forward right now is getting sponsorships. And those were good. We had sponsors at our shoot. We had Brinkman, the people building the Oasis down there. They were one of our sponsors. I might contact them. They were real receptive to the idea. And there are a lot of shooters in that group. Construction guys, good people. So if you're looking for sponsors, I would contact Brent. They're really good work. But we have a lot of local industry here that are probably sponsored, and I'm sure you've thought them talk about that with some of them, some of the places around. But you can if you like. We did at Gun Shoot as we had a card sponsor, and so when the cards were free for the shooters, we had a person that actually sponsored all the cards. So that was a nice thing to offer. Or you can have them buy their own card and keep the money. I think it's really up to you. That's what you want to do. And Jerry's looking into being a shell sponsor also, which they're good. You can make this all inclusive. They just show up and shoot. But keep in mind the bottom line point of this is to generate money for your group. Send out other places. So I would think about some different options here. What we've done in the sheet right there is we've broken it all down into what you get for your money, and then you tack whatever you want on top of that. And that's what you're going to make that day. And if you want to come in and have it catered, we work a lot with Butcher Shop and Hy-Vee and Three Brothers, and some other places. We've done that. They'll come in and set up and cater it for you, or like they worked really well. They just had lots of chili and burgers, and that was a cheap meal. And everybody was happy with it. It was really good chili. I finally got a bowl at the end of the day to save me because I didn't get a chance to eat anything on it. But that was a good way to do it too. One other thing that the gun club, we have a partnership with LAI. They actually take care of our food service for us out there. And if you don't know Natalie, you need to. She's amazing. She's a person worth knowing. But the Lake Area Industries, they take care of our grill out there. It's a great relationship. And everything that they make, we don't charge them anything for it. We just ask them, they provide good food and good price. And the shooters love it. They absolutely love that we have those folks out there on our grill. So that might be something to think about too. It's good. I think Jerry was heading that direction. Yeah. And that way it supports them also, which that's a very important point. But like I said, my point, and I'm going to a lot of organizations right now like this, talking about this, because I want to promote the gun club, of course. And you're talking about being a hidden gem. It amazes me how hidden it is that we have such a huge facility that's known internationally, but not locally. And I think I made a statement last time I was here. I've been to shoots in Montana and Wyoming, and New Mexico, and everybody knows what it is. It's kind of crazy. It's a young, oh man, I really want to shoot there.
I think that comes from hunters innate thing of hiding where their best hunting spots are.
Well, maybe so.
They don't want anything else to know.
First thing I do some bets. Oh, you're probably right. I'm probably right. But it amazes me that people in Wyoming know about the gun club, and the people in Walmart Kent don't know. Is that place down on A Road? Yeah, that's it. Yeah. That's what I hear most often. But what's with all those campers out there? And if you haven't been by the gun club, it's pretty hard to miss. It's huge. It's our trap line is a mile and a half long. My wife walks it every not this kind of way, she walks it every day. And I drive it golf cart. So but my idea, my whole purpose for this course is to promote the club. And I'll do anything, go anywhere, talk to anybody that will listen about the gun club. Not only for trap shooting, but for sporting things, which is what your group's doing, sporting things. And honestly, I think that's the best way to go. This sporting place is so absolutely, it is so much fun. You don't have to be a great shot. It's very humbling. I promise you'll get your feelings hurt when you go down there. I do every single time I go down there and shoot. But it's fun. It's basically golf with a shotgun. It's a walk from the horse. And we have targets fly over and fly rabbits roll on the ground. And it is just such a fun social event that even if you don't break my targets, it's just really a lot of fun. So I'm pushing people towards sporting clays because trap is a little more structured and you have to be quiet. We encourage trash talk on sporting clays. You know, and it's just everybody that goes down there has a great time. And if you're lucky enough to pitch a pretty day, our sporting clays course is beautiful. We really put a lot of effort into that. We try to hide our grandkids and keep it. I've been on several courses that they don't put as much effort into the aesthetics of it. But our course is really a pretty place to hang out. So that's what I think you guys are going to do.
Yeah, how many sand traps do you have?
That's a really good idea. I'm charging the course, so I think all the cousins throwing really hard shots down there. Some of them I probably deserve, you know. But we do have a water shot or two down there. So. But if you have any questions about this fundraiser, so I'll be happy to answer. It's except that the cards you want to bring your own, welcome to bring your own shells. Anything that you need from us, we will provide. But if you want to come up after and shoot targets, we're fine with that. And we'll take care of everything. We put water out at all the stations, or about 3 of the stations. We have 12 different stations out there. Each one has 2 traps. So you'll shoot doubles in each one. But we take care of all that. Our building is large enough to accommodate and our shoots and our trap shoots. We have a shoot coming up in the spring here. It's a Paul Larson, used to be our youth director, invitational shoot. And we'll have 1,000 high school kids on the grounds one day. Which 1,000 high school kids means 3,000 to 4,000. Because kids always show up with parents and grandparents, and coaches. It's great. They've got chairs and easy ups, barbecue grills flying out everywhere. And it's good, you know. So we can take care of whoever shows up as far as the numbers you check. There are some issues on the courses. If you get big numbers, there's a possibility for them to do flights. Just so it's not a mess on there. A lot of people stand up late. We want people to have fun and shoot. Depending on how many targets you want to shoot, if you shoot 50 targets, you can figure out it take about an hour and a half to do it. If you go with 100 targets, you can double that. So keep that in mind for the second day. Generally, our shoots, they usually start about 9 o'clock. They're done by noon, so everybody can have lunch. Or if there's 2 fights, there's a 9 o'clock fight. So as you put everything together, and when you do start organizing this, of course, get over. And I'll help you whatever I can do. I showed you one of our score sheets. This is one of the different. It's harder. You take care of all of this. This may not make a lot of sense to you, but it will achieve it out. But this score sheets that we also have items that go back to the harder. We can do that if you have a lot of shooters that really slow. So I don't talk about it. It's really fun. We can have it open. I don't know that I do that. What they call this for you, we take care of all the time. We'll take care of all the short views. If you want to get prizes, which we found that the benefit spot, you don't care about that. I actually ordered a gold, silver, and bronze medal. They got purchase. And they were just, they're expensive, but they had them first, Christmas classic. But if you want to give away prizes, they're going to go with your sponsors. If you want to give something to the individuals or the teams, it's probably a good idea. Do those individual and the team based thing, because it's to accomplish between the different lumber yards, different fire stations or whatever. That will help also. A good idea. Generally, a team is going to be 4 people, because that's what puts on the most part. But that there again, that's up to you. Our course is actually a really easy ball. A lot of people go down there and don't like golf carts, don't bring machines just because it's like walking golf. That's their exercise is the walking course. And it's a very nice level. We come out it's actually level around here. And it's gravel paths and everything's it's a little under place. We did have a shutdown for the last 2 weeks. So this is the first week we got to. Does anyone have any questions about anything about gun club or?
So on the fundraiser for Christmas Classic, is this the price list that the participants pay, or is this what we're charged?
That's right, your charge. You charge whatever you like. And we go anywhere down to $40 a head up to a lot, depending on what you want to offer your shooters.
And did they do the silver package or gold package? Which package?
It would have been a silver. It would have been a silver bronze package. Theirs was $40. It's what it cost per head.
Oh, they didn't do sporting clays?
They did sporting clays.
Oh, okay, well, it says 90 bucks. 36 bucks. Oh, they had trash, so they didn't do sporting.
Well, no, they did sporting clays. Theirs was a hybrid. I actually put it together. Like I said, that was my first rattle out of the bag. It was actually sporting clays and pipes. And we did it for $40 a head. And the cards were paid for by a third party. So basically they made everything over and above $50. And so they made pretty good money.
That's where your sponsors come in, Shell sponsor, and all of our sponsors, that lowers the price.
Yeah, well, lower your price.
Yeah, lower.
And if you can do that, that's great. And of course, that just means more to your pocket. And you can still charge your shooters, $100 a piece and keep more than that. So, which I think that's what charities do.
Yeah, from the last meeting we had, so we're looking at doing teams, and then if somebody's not attached to a team or a free agent, then we'll make teams out of those people. So we'll have 4-person teams. Your golf card. Gary's looking at doing, like you said, the card sponsors and shell sponsors, so that would kind of lower our cost, and then everything above and beyond that. And so we're looking at probably our minimum goal is 100 shooters, but we think we can do that and maybe get a few more than that. So that's kind of where we kind of set the bar is let's get 100 shooters out there. So, but it's $3,700 in 3 hours. But that's cool right there. You didn't really have to put chips doing all the labor, coffee for that to show up. So I think it's a good opportunity for us to make a little bit more. We do need to decide on a charity, because each club is going to have their own charity, and then we're going to divvy it up amongst those 4 charities. So that might be part of the board meeting this afternoon. This morning was to decide who we're giving this money to. And we're also staying away from, John brought it up last week, we're staying away from our usual sponsors. This is kind of a new thing where we're going out like Ground Zero Guns, lumber yards, Home Depot, looking at that. So those are the things.
And one thing also, I think that's a good way to do that. I think that it's very important to check with the charity, by the way. Because we'll start promoting it on our Facebook. We have a very active Facebook page. And we'll start promoting it, we'll put out live, and people come in and talk about it. And we'll generate, should be able to generate a lot of shooters for you if it's for a good cause. And a lot of people may not know necessarily what Rotary is, but they'll know the charity that you're going to do. So if we can have a list of what we're gonna, we'll start putting this out right away. And then the sooner that we can start promoting on our side, the better it's gonna help here.
And Jerry has a draft priority, so
Yeah.
we're kind of voting on just the verbiage in there, and they're kind of just waiting for charities. So Jerry's done a lot of labor on this, he's taking the Sunder's weights and his baby. It really needs to put a lot of time into it, so I think after this meeting, once we identify our charity, give it to Jerry, those flyers will be out. We got 3 months promoted, that we know various other outlets that we have.
And one thing also, if you look at this price list and compare it to charities numbers, I'll sweeten the deal with it. So the numbers don't match up. You can do that.
So when people register, pay early for this, or do they have to go pay the day out?
They could, we're not in the, somebody, Jerry called me the other day, we, at the gun club and at the ATA, American Trapshooters side, there is a website that's nationally known, called Scores R. We can register online for one of our shoots. That doesn't exist for sporting plays or for this type of situation yet. But if they want to come out, we'll have all of everything printed up and ready as soon as we get, the okay on it. So sure, you can come out and register anytime you like. Typically they don't. They'll do it the morning of just because of weather, whatever. But yeah, you can absolutely come out and do it. We can't do it online as far as an online registry, but you can email us or contact us and we can do that. Of course, at the gun club, we have the, we can take credit cards and whatever on the phone. We do that all the time. But most of the shoots that we've done show up the morning out. They may have their paperwork all filled out. So we will be in there early that morning registering people in the teams. And it actually goes pretty quickly. Done it for other things, for other shoots.
This seems like 100 people standing in line to register.
Yeah. Well, we're open every day but Monday and Tuesday, so anybody can run out there and do it. We'll never have things set up at that time. And also, one thing that was kind of nice too, when we did the Christmas classic, we had all of our silent auction stuff set up for about 2 weeks before that. And people could just kept adding to it. And every time we added an item, I put it on the Facebook page. And we had a ton of people emailing us with bids before the thing ever started. Which is great. If you get a chance, go to the MTA Facebook page and go back and you'll see how active we were with the Christmas classic. We're like I said, we're trying really hard to be more, have better involvement with the local. One thing I had to brag on real quick is that we did a Christmas inventory this year. This is the second thing we did. This year, on all of us, we took 178 toys down to Winter City Hall and passed it on to 80 kids in Winter. We had 633 food items that were brought in, and it was a 4-pack. We found that was one. We delivered that to Lamb House, 750 some pounds of it over there. And then last week I took, I'm not Lamb House, we took that to Share the Harvest. And then Lamb House, I took them to $580 all over. So in that one thing, I said, well, we're getting a lot of community involvement and stuff like that, which really makes me happy. So, and that's where I want to go. I've got a couple ideas coming out. I'm in a very, very early stages of putting together some sort of depots shoot later in the year. Veterans for farmers, whatever. I'm going to do a fundraiser for them. And then if we can't get them to do it, we'll do it, just give them money. Like we did. We'll do it regardless of if they can get involved. Can't help, just gotta take the money. So, and that leads me to, if you're involved, you can be as involved as you like. Said, I intentionally didn't really ask for a lot of help at the Christmas Classic. I wanted to put it all on us and see how it was a test run. But if you guys want to come out, typically we don't need scores for the sporting players, but I know Shane does his shootout thing. You know, they have volunteers to score at every station. That's nice, but self-scoring is not an issue. Nobody's going to cheat on us. Or would you? And but if you want to do that, you can. If you want to come out and anything that you want to do, you can help. Want to come out volunteering, great. If you have run the whole place. I was asked at Daybreak last week, and they asked about maybe bringing out a bar and doing that afternoon. That's fine after the guns are put away. You can't do it like on golf. You can't have a beer party. But if you want to do that, if you think that would generate your money, and I've been to enough, Turkey Foundation, Turkey Federation, Elk Foundation. If you have an open bar, it does make the auction go a little better sometimes.
Yes, it does.
But that's fine. Like I said, once you shoot the gun, you can do that. And we'll open up the facility. We don't have an issue.
Do take shots with parties.
No.
No.
We will not. But so any other questions? If you've not been down club, we have a counter parking. I guarantee you cannot go off the parking lot. And we have indoor plumbing and everything. So,
That's awesome.
In the open.
Stay
Yeah.
there.
we have, everything, like I said, we'll open up the whole thing for you. If you want to use our grill, you can. If you want to bring in Hadley, I guess that's the way the rest is going now. That's probably a really good idea because it's good, right? So the prices are a little sweeter than one on that day. That's what I think. Jerry being Jerry, stuff.
Yeah. It's in real estate.
Said I'll be happy to, if you need me to come talk to anybody anytime, just talk. If I can get away. The reason I wasn't there last week, I was down the street. So that's what I do a lot. And I'm okay with it. I enjoy talking.
Questions? Good. All right, thanks for coming, Chip.
Yeah.
Thank you, picture, you're good.